when the gate drops, and it drops now, away they go, hands in the air. A couple didn't get away. Hermans was one of them. Benny Weiss was another one. But it's Tim Pruma, number 17, and Rodolphe Le Breton. Jason Van Dalen going wide on the outside there. Tim Pruma, Rodolphe Le Breton. KTM, lighter one this year, and he's away. Pruma, Rodolphe Le Breton in the deep rut, getting plenty of drive here. The rain seems to have abated somewhat, but Davy Sanders and Jarno Stegmans, Sanders coming back from a left leg injury where he had a torn muscle just above the knee, and that is not hampering his progress. The Latvian flags being waved, looking for the Lille Bardis boys. My screen will update when they come over. Next time, Pruma, Sanders. What a cracking start for Davy Sanders. Marvin van Luckenen doing everything he needs to do in retention of his title. 94 Prunier. There are the Lille Bardis boys. Lille Bardis boys in 5th. Then it's Tim and Sem levering, but it's Tim Pruma. Off comes a tear-off. Over the line he goes. Sanders there, 1 lap completed. 2 seconds the advantage. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Who's that upside down? There's an outfit upside down there. It's not Chasers. If he got away at all, was going to have to play catch up. He stalled it on the line, or it didn't fire up. Likewise, Benny Weiss. Did Benny Weiss get away? I wonder. Benny Weiss in 16th place. So the answer to that is yes, he did. Koen Hermans in 19th place, having registered 2 laps. So they're both in the race and they're both going. Meanwhile, Davy Sanders still in 2nd place, ahead of Marvin van Luckenen. Tim Pruma, Rodolphe Le Breton are going back down the other side of the track, opening that gap the whole time. Davy Sanders then. Just look at this action. Those of you who have ridden in Sidecar Motocross, whether it be as a passenger or a driver, can feel for them. You know what this is like. You know how the ruts dictate where you're going. Once you're in a rut, you've got to stick with it, buddy. Because if you try and get out of that rut, well, you're risking getting one wheel in one and one in another, and that can cause you all sorts of problems. The live timing, but we're coming back on. That's Benny Weiss and Patrick Schneider. Well, that was tricky stuff. The 772, that's the Bob, that's Sven and Mark Bob from Switzerland. They're still going round, but Benny Weiss's bike has died. His Saber is packed up. Sanders still ahead of Van Luckenen. Oh, that is such a shame for the Austrians. They were going so well, and Prunier is right on it now. Van Luckenen having a look at his fellow countrymen. You've got 2 all-Belgian outfits here, dicing. Sanders, Stegmans, Van Luckenen, Glenn Janssens. We did an interview with Glenn Janssens at the top of the show. Look at Prunier right here. There. Hermans. Oh no! What's happened? Hermans and Ben van der Burgert. I don't believe it. It's stopped. It's stopped in the rut. The red plate is stuck. Has it stopped? Has it died? Has it taken water on board? But it has stopped. Koen Hermans and Ben van der Burgert. The Gremlins have struck again. They are out of the running, or at least out of the charge they were on. Going so well, it's game over. Well, poor Koen Hermans. Jason Van Dalen and Lert van der Putten. And there is the striker bike. It's just stuck there. There's nothing they can do. They've got to stand by the side of the track. The marshals are waving, despite Ben's best efforts at trying to lift it out. There it was, stuck firmly. Covered in mud, almost double the weight. Further 2 seconds back, the Prunier boys, shadowed by Lille Vardis. Race leaders then. Tim Brummer on the KTM, the very light KTM. Rodolphe Le Breton, such an accomplished passenger and such a tough, capable young man. Grew up in Sidecar motocross racing with his father, and hit the high point when he rode with Daniel Willemsen, 10 times a world champion. Since then he has ridden with several drivers and really acquitted himself so professionally. But next time round they will trigger the 2-lap board, and then all they have to do is bring it home, because they have a very healthy 17-second cushion. The same cannot be said of Davy Sanders, who has really got to hold it together to retain second place, because Marvin van Luken and Glenn Janssens are pressing. Tim Brummer must be feeling nervous now. Nervous, excited, a combination of both, crossing everything he can whilst keeping it going here. We'll get 2 laps. It will be 2 laps. Here we go. 2 laps to go then for Tim Brummer and Jarno Stegmans. Waiting now for Davy Sanders to trip the beam. Not far now. Tim Brummer, Rodolphe Le Breton over here, then the left-hander up the hill, over the last hill. They're coming to it now, and the checkered flag awaits. All you've got to do, boys, is bring it home. Checkered flag on your right. You've done it. Amazing stuff. Well done. Absolutely fantastic.
Davy, best career result in the race in heavy condition in Czech Republic in Kramolin. How are your feelings right now?
Yeah, finally I have a good result this year. They say always some weeks and months ago you need a good start. Finally I have a good start and I finish on second place. I'm super happy also with the first year with Jarno.
I was looking forward to what he was going to say, and he said he pushed and I kept him behind me. He's third and I'm second. I'm super happy.
Glenn Janssens, third place in race 1 in Kramolin. How was the feeling on the heavy conditions on the track?
Yeah, indeed, and again on third place. Well, the feeling was okay, but I know from start to finish on third place, it's hard to overtake with these conditions. So yeah, you know, you have to be consistent. We are again third, so I think we can be happy.